set for a Power 4 conference matchup. It's the SEC versus the Big 12. Both sides looking for a statement victory today. Welcome to Waco, Texas, and McLean City, the home of the Baylor Bears. As we'll see the number 9s into the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Taking on a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Crumbstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Bears will kick this deep to get us going. Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So Alabama's offense is going to get the chance to start this game off. They'll be challenged today by one of the elite linebacker groups in the sport. Impact players who fly around and are capable of just taking over football games.
Yeah, Chris, I think it's the versatility of what these guys do that really makes them so unique. I mean, they can play off ball and defend the run, and you get into passing situations, oftentimes you'll see these guys blitz or get up near the line of scrimmage and pressure the quarterback. When you have that kind of ability, it's rare, let alone to have two of them. So that's why this defense is one of the best.
Offense getting set, second down play here. Quarterback can throw this out of the RPO. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Great execution on the RPO. Quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind it for some great yards.
It's a short completion to the big tight end.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Looking to throw. It's Simpson. Fires it on the move. Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And the fair catch, signal for and taken. So the Baylor Bears offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. And all eyes, Kirk, in this matchup of the elite wide receivers. They got great skill. They got big personalities. You know they want to outdo each other in this showdown today.
Well, it's a showcase opportunity for both of these two wide receivers. A lot of eyes on them, not only in college football, but I don't know the last time, Chris, we were on the field pregame and saw so many NFL personnel evaluating these two to see who ends up stepping up and playing better.
And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Play action here on first down. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. He's in the clear.
This is exactly how this offense envisioned this game getting started, is having opportunities to be able to crease this defense and hit big plays. Now let's see what they can do off of it.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Good throw. It's an RPO caught on the left side. And the Bears pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
The Bears looking to keep this drive rolling. To throw, it's Robertson. Grabbed by the receiver. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain on that short throw.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down. And the Bears come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it again. Quick completion with the tight end. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. It doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the 1st down.
And the pass is incomplete. Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
So here we go now, 3rd and short from the opponent's 24-yard line. What will the offense choose to do at this point? Can he get there on the ground? They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up 4th down and short.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
The coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on 4th down. Scanning the field, it's Robertson. And it's caught. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Nowhere to run up the middle. They don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Grab behind the line, it's Miller. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to settle out and bring the pressure.
Must convert here on 3rd down to avoid back-to-back punts to start this game. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Horton. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Getting set for the second quarter here, both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. Up here for quarter number 2. We'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback still with the football. He finds some space. Now here he goes. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
And that's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking for a gap. It's Miller. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Throwing off play action. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Here we go. 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Keeps it on a design run. Moves the ball to the 28. It'll be 1st down. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. And at 1st down, they go right back to him. Heading for the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Can you say methodical? A marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving to the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Inside give now from the shotgun. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here's the second down play. And the quarterback keeps it here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, he puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. The Bears pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Looking to pass this time. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Getting set. Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And they'll give it to the back. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Back to throw. It's Robertson. Oh, they trapped him for a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the first down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He'll try a pass here. Receiver makes the grab.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on the receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He makes the grab. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
I think the defense got fooled here. They thought that receiver was going to go deep downfield. He ends up curling back to the inside for a nice gain.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quick throw over the middle. Oh, he makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. The pickup is 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
2nd down after that previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Cuevas. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. Caught over the middle. It's Brandt. He had all day back there before throwing the strike. Touchdown, Bama.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the returner is tackled as time expires here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Bringing it out, it's Wilson. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. They get the second half started with their running play. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Dropping back, it's Robertson. The pocket breaking down. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And the Bears will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Gets the kick away from his own end zone. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. So first play of the drive coming here. They'll start at their own 49. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught in the backfield. It's Cuevas. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Pass complete. It's second down now. QB decides to keep it here. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. A deep shot to the right. And he hauls it in to the 15, still going.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Caught behind the line. It's Porton. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. He hands it to the back. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. It's Simpson. Bringing pressure. Incomplete. He was good as he threw the ball. It's a big third down defensive play.
But the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. And he's got it. No problem. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking to pass. It's Robertson. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
where these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
So second down after the incompletion. Back to throw again. That's caught. It's Wilson.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
Second down play coming up. Grab behind the line. It's Young. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Fights through the tackler. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Running out of time in the pocket. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Bring it down after a small gain. They played it safe there on 3rd and long. Punt team ready to boot it away. Did not get a hold of it. Not what the punter was hoping for. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin from the 33. Back to pass. It's Robertson. The receiver makes the catch. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. The pass rush closing in. Grab behind the line. It's Washington. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Loses the ball behind the line. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Finds his man, has the first down.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver is past the marker, and a good job of the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
The complexion of this drive suddenly changing. One massive play, and they're closing in on the red zone now with the first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time, the big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
The Bears are in the red zone. To throw, it's Robertson. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, nearly an interception down there in the end zone. Could not quite hold on. It'll bring up 4th down now.
Well, unfortunately, that just sums up what kind of day it's been for this offense. Just no rhythm, no chemistry. They've been off all day and have no points to show for it here in the 4th quarter.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. Intercepted in the end zone. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, I thought they had a real chance here to be able to cut into this lead, but the quarterback gives it back to the defense, and the climb just got much steeper as they're running out of time here in the 4th.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Quick throw to the right. It's caught. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? Blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Now it's 2nd down here. A quick throw out left, complete. May wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker. So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense with the 29. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense with a 29. pounding away with the run game. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Takes the handoff again. They've got him down out near the 40.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
Offense clicking now. It's another first down at the 45. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Breaks into the clear. Here he goes. At the 20. Makes the defender miss. Touchdown, tied. A tough one all the way to the end zone. What determination.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
See if they can convert the point after. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. To the air, it's Robertson. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Oh, what a grab! And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And that last pass falls incomplete. That will do it. Game over.